Welcome back to Field Ops with Friends. Where we're playing another Metroid game. See, look, it's this one. This game starts very aggressively.
Much action. Much slurping.
I heard your slurping. It was great. And as you might expect, I'm joined by the one, the only, Elias Thompson.
Hello. It is I, the one, the only Elias Thompson. Or at least that's what it said on my kindergarten graduation degree.
I did save it.
Oh. Huh. See, that's just another way it's better than Metroid Fusion.
So before we started recording, we were messing with the sound to get it to sound as nice as possible. And you have two different options. Tell me if you can hear the difference. The headphones have like a softer, like it's quieter, but it's more full, which is just better all around. And it defaults to the not stereo headphones option. So I was like, well, we're going to have to restart this to start the recording. And we were fairly certain it was going to reset the audio because we haven't saved or anything, but it didn't reset the audio. So it's good start. We don't even... All right,
fantastic.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool.
Ready.
You'd kill me if I went on easy, so normal it is.
You can do easy. Probably kill Kraid in 2 shots, but you can do easy.
Kraid in 2 shots. It's Zebus, right?
Yes.
Called this place home once in peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero mission. So, for those of you that don't know, and Elias, you'll have to correct me if I'm incorrect, this is basically a remake of the original game, yeah?
Yep.
The original Metroid.
Remake of NES Metroid.
Oh, what is that range? Oh, God. Anyway, I'm playing first. Big surprise. Gonna get the easy stuff.
Have you, when the last time I was here and we did Metroid Prime, that I think was the first time for this series you had done like a handoff situation. Have you done more of that since then?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, because Metroid Prime was the second game that we recorded as part of, shut up, as part of Field Ops with Friends. And the first game we did was Pokemon Snap, which Molasses didn't actually want to play or anything, so I just played the whole game. So you're absolutely right about that. What's the buttons to do stuff? Oh, up, down.
What stuff are you trying to do? Okay.
The up, down, because I don't remember how to play this game. Since then, yeah. In Dark Souls, Nacho and I would do handoffs. Specifically, anytime one of us would die, we would hand off, because it just fit really well with the...
often.
Look, I didn't mean to go back through there. Look, all right. At this exact moment in time, like, it was fine, okay? Everything was fine. Dark Souls went great. What do you mean? I've only just realized that this room is exactly the same as it is in, there's another game that starts here, and this room, right? It, looks...
Super Metroid and the NES Metroid have this very similar 3-room.
Yeah. This is neat.
Super Metroid, you got to get here, and then that's where you get, what's it called? Missiles.
Yeah, is this where this thing attacks you? Or is that something else?
No, that's once you take the elevator back to Criteria.
Oh. But yeah, we did handoffs in Dark Souls. We did handoffs in Brave Fencer Musashi. We did handoffs in Sponge. We've done handoffs in almost everything since Metroid Prime.
I can't imagine that you would want to hand off every death here, because then you would just hand off to me and then I would play the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, while I would be okay with that, because watching you play Metroid is a treat in and of itself, because you're quite good at it.
Especially when I'm dealing with internet lag.
Yes.
See if that's not a factor this time.
I'll be interested to see. Hopefully my internet's a little better than last time. They were here today working on it, but we'll see.
My internet is good until it's not.
Mood. It's like my internet's either maximum capacity or doesn't work. There's no in between.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Metroid Prime, right? When we recorded that, there was no Metroid Prime remaster, and now there is.
That was some timing. It
Yeah.
came out while we were airing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take just a second here to I'm gonna like overshoot your volume and then turn Discord down as a whole. Okay. Cool.
Interesting Discord strats.
Yeah. Hey, Longbeam. You know that upgrade that's like really unnecessary to be a separate upgrade?
This is the only ability Samus never loses again.
Now, okay, so here's a question. Is that like true? Is that canonical that that is just an upgrade that she never loses, or is it just haha because it never appears again?
Both.
Oh, fair enough. That's right, I don't have bombs yet.
You tried.
I do. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Oh, it feels good, dude. So yeah, Metroid Prime Remaster. Tell us, what do you think about that?
It's fantastic. Everyone should buy it and play it.
Yeah, I was... Not only was I surprised that they did it, I was surprised that they gave it a physical copy.
I would have been disappointed if they didn't, yet I was also slightly surprised that they did. Very, very pleased with all of that. Not pleased that I was at work when it was shadow dropped.
Yeah.
But
Oh, this is the... Yeah, okay, I can't go here yet.
you must defeat the two heads.
Was that two-headed thing there, was that in the original NES version?
Yes, just in a less dramatic sense.
I bet. Oh, God, Ash. Elias, I'm gonna die. Wait, no, I'm okay. Never mind.
You're fine.
Crisis averted.
It was merely a side hopper type creature.
I love how I was able to, like, kind of sort of stun it. So, here's a hypothetical question for you. So, now that we've seen that Metroid Prime got a remaster, which, again, awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. What, if any, Metroid game do you think will get remastered next? Or remade, either or.
Two different answers.
Okay.
It would make sense to remaster the rest of the trilogy at this point. Granted, it seems like Retro did the remaster, and they're also working on Metroid Prime 4, whatever form that looks like. So, we'll see how long any of that takes. So, the original Prime trilogy makes the most sense to me for remaster. Remake, I don't know if anything needs a full-on remake at the moment. Metroid 1 and 2 needed it the most.
And they got it, both did. Because there was this for Metroid 1.
I wouldn't mind seeing like a port of Samus Returns to a non-dual screen version.
Okay. Do you think that would fundamentally alter the way the game plays?
No. It would. You just have to mess with the controls a little bit, but you can do that fairly easily, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Some people want Metroid Fusion to be remade, but I don't see the need for it. Some
Why is that?
people, I mean, it's good enough as it is, right? Like, you can still play it. Like, the learning curve to just play the game is not like Metroid 1 and 2 was, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You boot those up and you're not an experienced NES player, you're gonna have a rough time.
Yeah.
I still have a rough time. And I don't think that's the case in Fusion or even in Super Metroid, which is one some other people say.
Whoa!
Surprise.
Yeah. Oh, bruh.
So good at this.
Hey. I forgot that you can only hurt it with missiles. Oh, he gone. Rip.
Bye.
Can you kill him there?
Yeah, easily. Just get good.
Look, I've been trying to get good for like 26 years now. If it hadn't happened yet. So
Get on that.
Yeah, I will. It's just like, hey, the more of these we do, great. Which, hey, shout out to the stream community for having us do another Metroid game through the use of field intel. So we're able to do this, which is cool.
Yeah, keep field intelling Metroid so that I can get him to play through every Metroid game eventually. When we get enough field intel for him to play Metroid Prime Pinball, I'll be a very happy man.
I have heard, honestly, only good things about Prime Pinball, which is wild because it sounds like just a dumb spin-off, but like apparently it's not.
Technically, Metroid Prime Pinball is a remake of Metroid Prime.
Oh my god! I hate the technicality you have created here. Oh my god!
It occurred a year later after, or 4 years after the game's release, but.
Oh my god! Was it really that far after? Wow.
Well, it was pretty early on as a DS game. It was 2000. When did the DS come out? I thought it was 2006. I thought.
Hey Siri.
Or that was the Wii.
When did the Nintendo DS come out? No, November 21st, 2004.
Oh, this game came out in 2004.
Really? Does that mean this is one of the later
Metroid's
GBA games?
Later in a console cycle, because that's around the time Nintendo's like, what else can we make for this console? We haven't touched Metroid yet.
So here's a question: if I had killed him in the other room, would he still spawn here?
No, because he would be dead.
Come on.
I wish I had an eyelid that could deflect missiles.
Right? Same. Ow. That's what I get for standing still. Ooh, he's candy.
E. Did you just try to shoot out the floor from under you?
Yeah, what if there was a secret there? Then there'd be a thing on the map. I'm an idiot, it's fine. Actually, that's a question. Does every single secret appear as a circle on the minimap up there?
Yeah, but there are hidden areas that don't necessarily appear on the map until you get them.
I see. Oh, map. Speaking of maps, good.
Even some that don't appear on map room maps.
So,
which I think is still true up into Dread.
Wow. Oh, man. Dread's so good. Like, when it first got announced, right? Like, cool. Another Metroid game. Awesome. I'm happy about that. But...
Okay, you and I's reaction was very different.
Well, I have seen your reaction. I think that got put into Metroid Prime.
Amazing.
Our series of Metroid Prime, I think. And I was happy that that a new Metroid game was coming out, sure, but I thought it was just gonna be like, I don't know, off. Like, I had high hopes for it, but it seemed so different. You know what I mean?
Different as in just modern, or
different as in just like more than just modern, right? But like also like it would play a little different because of how the Emmys would stalk you. So it would just like fundamentally alter how the game gets played. But it didn't. They did it just right, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's good that they had 1 million checkpoints around the Emmys.
Yeah. I can imagine the backlash if they didn't. People would get real sick of that real fast. Oh, wow, you dropped fast.
That is one thing I'm surprised they didn't add into the Metroid Prime remaster were checkpoints.
Oh, does it not have? Wow, I kind of figured it would.
Me too. I did some testing. It does not.
Some testing.
Yeah, because I play through the game. I'm not going to die, right? I'm too good at that game to die. So I had to just like kill myself at very specific points
I mean, I feel like the only time you're gonna die is if it's like crowd control or some kind of rando shenanigans or something like that. In a regular playthrough, I can't imagine you dying because you just know the game so well.
I think I died a couple times in my hard mode run.
Well, that's hard mode. That's to be expected. All right, hang on, because I got bombs.
I haven't played
now.
hard mode in forever.
Probably wants me to go back to the middle. Yeah.
Interesting theory.
Well, I got bombs. It makes sense to blow out the floor. On the other hand, if I could go up, then I could just go all the way to the left down and then go back that way. But I need a higher jump, I think? Maybe?
Unless you want to learn how to bomb jump. This is the story of how Jacob learned how to bomb jump.
No way, dude. Those little extra jumps? Yeah, sure. This shit? No way, dude.
With rippers going back and forth? Yeah, it's a fun time, let me tell you.
I assume that sequence breaks slightly, but probably not much.
If you know what you're doing, I think you can get very suit right now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. I can't remember the deal with the Choza statue.
I suppose it is worth mentioning, those of you that are that watched Metroid Prime first and are now watching this, hey, thanks for watching Metroid Prime. Appreciate it. But the important thing here is this game is like significantly shorter.
Oh yeah.
So
don't worry, there are no artifacts to collect.
Well, you know, because we in Prime
surely there is no thing at the end of this game that will arbitrarily extend the length of it.
Surely. Oh, you gonna give me the jump? No, you're gonna just tell me where to go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just like out.
But yeah, spoiler alert for Metroid Prime. We do some crazy shenanigans to like trim down how long that game takes. Just because Elias is awesome and can do that.
Jacob wanted to do his space jump first trick, which by the way you cannot do in Metroid Prime Remaster.
Which is heartbreaking.
You can still get it early. It's just involves
Whoa.
a tricky double bomb jump.
Wait. Okay, I'm losing my mind. I didn't.
You good?
I didn't actually like get an upgrade from that, right?
No.
Okay, I just. I don't know, I
That
felt like my
was
jump
where
was a
do I
little
go
higher.
now?
Yeah. But yeah, so not only is this game shorter, we won't be using any crazy skipping things to like trim an hour or two out of the game.
Sure. Haha.
I mean, oh. Well, I didn't think we were going to. I could be wrong.
This is the game with the most dev-intended sequence breaks.
Dev intended, huh?
Yeah, like they put shortcuts in for people who are really good at movement to sequence break.
That's interesting.
You can defeat Ridley before Kraid if you want.
Okay. That's kind of wild. Go away. Go away! Alright. I think I can already see how this is going to work. Yeah, okay. Okay, yep. Dude, these bugs, though.
If only there were a way to get rid of them.
I will be stubborn here. I don't care.
Are we gonna ask Molasses to put a 3 hours later screen?
Wow. It's not going to take me that long, probably.
You know what to do, Molasses.
Haha! I'm very proud of myself. Even if that's like nothing for you, it's a lot for me, okay?
Yeah, you did all right there.
Thank you. It means a lot. Oh, that's a bad idea. What am I thinking? As soon as I laid that bomb, I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh.
Jacob's an idiot. I had to wait for that block. Okay, cool. See? Everything's fine.
Can we talk about how just out of the box with no upgrades, Samus can jump 1.5 times her height like it's nothing?
Do you think it's her suit, or you think she's just that cool?
Yes.
Ah, good answer. I'm gonna save real quick. A lot of people are probably thinking, why go to Zero Mission instead of Prime 2? And the answer
Hey,
to that,
Jacob.
yeah.
Why go to Zero Mission instead of Prime 2?
I am so glad you asked. Because I wanted something a little different. And, you know, to me it made sense that the first Metroid game that we should do should be the original, right? Like, that makes sense.
The original Prime?
No, just, so, after Prime, we should do... I got distracted by the boss, okay? Anyway, another the one that we should do for... Oh, I didn't know he dropped a thing. The one we should do first should be one that we both really, 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 really like. And the obvious choice there is Prime, right? Because Prime's my favorite, and Prime is one of your favorites. So, that's just great. Awesome, easy choice. And then it's like, what do we do after? We should do the first game. But I don't want to play...
Which I also really, really like.
Yeah, it is a phenomenal game. And
this was my favorite side-scrolling Metroid before Dread came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like most people would say Super Metroid.
Some of them would, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting
Brain.
cutscenes. That is a brain. Oh,
With
ew.
an eye.
Ew.
Live footage of me waking up in the morning.
I believe it.
Eye rolls back from the front of my brain, and all I see is Metroid.
I can picture it too. Oh wow. Save room that has exits on both sides. Usually all like by themselves.
Whatever will you do?
Right? Decisions. Oh. I'm gonna go this way because I think it's gonna be a hot room that damages me. I was wrong. Oh, that was rude.
Love pseudo screw attack.
Right?
Fantastic.
I'm just gonna go for it. You got in my way, fool! Right. Ta-da! Is that how you're supposed to get that?
No, but it is a way you can get it early.
Cool.
This game, I think, has the easiest infinite bomb jump.
Yeah,
of
like,
any Metroid
once you
game.
get, like, the start of it, like, it's pretty much just mash.
Yeah. I will say Dreads is more versatile.
What is that?
Nah.
I don't think I'm going the right way.
Maybe. I don't know.
What? Where the hell?
This definitely has the best wall jump.
Oh, man. I don't even... Oh, no. Right, okay. Nope. Because you need the unknown item or whatever it is.
Unknown item 7X0H2.
Oh, man. I am not supposed to be here. I can just feel it. And yet it's letting me go.
Interesting.
Maybe I am supposed to go this way. I hate that item get jingle there. I hate it. It's so ominous.
Love it.
Ugh. Item incompatible with current suit. Interesting. So yeah, this game does things just a little different. So that's actually a question. The like unknown things and these blocks that you can then break once you have that item. Was that in the original NES version?
No. So one of the reasons they exist at all, at least from like a lore well, not even a lore perspective, like it stemmed from this being a remake of the original, where the original had a very basic set of items, right? And there were other items that were innovated later, mostly in Super Metroid, that became staples, right?
Sure.
And so whenever you make a Metroid game, whether it's a remake or not, you want to have those items. But then when they were looking at this and remaking like the journey of first time on Zebus. F.
Big rip.
They wanted to. Their approach to this in Samus Returns was a little different in that they wanted to basically make the journey, like very very similar to the original.
Yeah.
While still giving you the new stuff, right? So this one, for example, Power Grip, they just kind of inserted into the middle of this detour, right? Criteria, which is where you're now, was not in the original, right? This is all a detour. That Criteria was innovated in Super Metroid, but it was on Zebus, so it made sense that it would be here. So that was something that was new. Look at these pro wall jumps.
That felt really good.
Yeah. So ledge grabbing was introduced actually in Fusion, right? But it was not Super Metroid. It was definitely not in the original. But it's, it makes sense in a platformer, right?
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's been iterated on further and further, ever since. So they came up with a little like detour thing here of we're going to get the first unknown item, and we're also going to get ledge grabbing capabilities. They call it Power Grip. So the unknown item thing was a clever mechanic to get Samus these items that she never had in the original, while still not being able to use them until like the end of the game in the epilogue sections. Spoiler alert. And then you get, there's one unknown item for each major section of the suit.
I did not mean to go back in there.
Well, now you got full health and missiles again. So yeah, it kind of that kind of the game design kind of stemmed from them wanting to stay as true as possible to the original while still trying to introduce new items.
That's cool.
That weren't in the original.
Hey, all right. Cool. Yeah, I thought this was just going to be a completely optional area, but no, it wasn't. Not at all.
Yeah, that was actually a required detour that you just happened upon.
Yeah, and we didn't get just one upgrade. We got two. Ow.
Well, you can only use one.
Well, I mean, the other one still helps. It gets rid of some blocks.
Which were only there.
Do they not appear anywhere else?
Those blocks, no. No, the blocks, I think, are typically only in the area that you get the unknown item.
Wow. Okay, well, all right. All this for just a missile tank? I mean, I'll take a missile tank.
It's one of the reasons in the randomizer of this game, the item that lights up those blocks is not the unknown items themselves, but it's the item that's in the place of the unknown items. Because it's an environmental sort of lock.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Meant to unlock once you get that particular item.
That makes sense. That's cool. That's interesting game design, really.
Yeah.
Trying to make my way back to where we started. But yeah, Zero Mission's really good. If you have a way to play it, absolutely do so. Was this one of the ones they added on the Nintendo Switch Game Boy Advance thing?
No, it was one of the ones that was absent, but I would imagine it's only a matter of time. Fusion is coming imminently as of the time of this recording, and I would imagine Zero Mission would be on the list. It's just not there at like 6.
Interesting. Okay, so here's a question. Outside of Metroid games, what GBA game would you like to see added to Nintendo's online catalog?
Honestly, most of the ones I wanted are there.
Fair enough.
Minish Cap is a big one. Golden Sun games are good.
I don't know why. I just never thought you'd be a fan of I don't know why, though.
I never finished Golden Sun. I've been meaning to, but the only other ones would be Pokemon, but I don't think they're ever coming to online services.
Because they have their remakes.
Yeah, like a lot of people took their 3DS virtual console release of them, of the first 2 generations, as a, oh, they're going to start releasing on, whatever. That's not why they did that. They did it because the first 2 generations were the only games that you could not transfer Pokemon from, and now you could.
Oh, I never thought about it that way. Huh. I'll tell you what I have thought about, though.
What's that?
You want to play? Cool, you'll play. Next time on Field Ops with Friends, and you find the... Oh, no.
Nothing happened. Next time on Field Ops with Friends, I will play. That was still Jacob.
Yeah, totally,
Jacob
sure.
was still in control.
See you next time.